Apple unveiling several new products today, including the iPhone 7 and the Apple Watch Series 2. Let's take a look at how the stock is doing right now. Down 23 cents. 107.47. Not really the reaction I'm sure Apple was hoping for, or its investors today. I want to bring in right now our very own Ashley Webster. He's here in New York. He's been following all the latest headlines. And we've got Robert Gray back with me from San Francisco. Robert, first to you. What are the latest headlines we're getting from the event inside?
Yeah, that's right. They're continuing to unveil the iPhone 7 here for this event. See you on the 7th, obviously the 7th of September, and iPhone 7. They're showing off the new design here. We've mentioned it's water resistant, dust resistant. 2 lenses on the camera. They're also unveiling stereo speakers now, as widely anticipated and reported coming into this meeting. One of the reasons stock's selling off a little bit, as it typically does, is so many of the surprises are already out in the press and expectations built in as we come in here. Now, the earpods are going to connect on the lightning port, meaning the headphone jack is going to go away, as we were talking about, again, fairly widely anticipated. They're going to include the earpods inside the box when you buy the iPhone 7. That was really unclear, sort of a wild card, and they're also going to include an adapter for the old headphones, which was a little surprising. Some folks I had talked to ahead of time were not anticipating that, in particular because Apple owns Beats, and they thought they could be looking with the upgrade to cash in with some accessory sales there as well. So again, and one of the interesting things they talked about as they got started, Tim Cook noting that more than 1 billion have been sold so far. So quite a large number, staggering, in fact, Cheryl.
All right, so I'm holding my earbuds right now. These are brand new Bose speakers that I just bought. I guess I'm going to, well, these are gone, right? No, it's out of there now, man. So this is it, Ash. We're out. We're done. Bye-bye. What do you make of this new
okay,
no
I think the expectations going into today kind of low, to be honest with you. At first, I'm like, okay, it's in a new color and it's dust resistant. What else you got? Yes, the big story is the head jack. I think it's going to annoy some people.
Yeah.
Going to Bluetooth, wireless, okay, fair enough. But I think a lot of people will probably end up just using the adapter, which means you can't charge it and listen to it at the same time, unless they have the split.
But the audio quality, I've been trying different Bluetooth speakers for running, and it's not as good as having the connection to the phone.
Steve Wozniak, the co-founder of Apple, said he doesn't want Bluetooth. He said, just to your very point, he said the sound quality is not good enough. We'll have to wait and see. Now, I'm assuming, is this through Beats? Is it through...
I'm assuming that Beats... Robert, you mentioned Beats as well, because, of course, Apple owns Beats. So, yes, I'm thinking money-making opportunity for Apple and Beats with Bluetooth headphones.
Yeah, and we've seen this before. It was interesting. They didn't show Beats. They showed a JBL prototype in there that connected directly into the lightning port, and that there were noise canceling. He said they would not have been possible with the old headphone jack because they would have needed battery power. And so they're getting a lot more power coming out of the lightning connector. As you recall, when they switched over to that, it has a lot more power and sent much more quickly than the old larger pronged connectors did. So that's one of the reasons they do that. And obviously it is an audio port as well, because you plug that in, whether you're plugging it to your computer, some external speakers sometimes, or even into your car frequently through the lightning port. So it does make sense. Basically it came down to real estate, they're saying anyway, that they needed to kick out the headphone jack to get that other speaker in there to make it into a true stereo listening experience with your phone. And they also did the rear view camera. They've also changed the back of the cameras, Ashley. And we should also say, Ashley, really quick, the watch that came out with the Apple Watch 2. Reaction seems to be a little bit mixed on social media about the watch, the second version anyway.
Yeah, it is waterproof down to 50 meters. It's got better GPS. It's clearly taking on Fitbit, which quite frankly is much better for the runners out there. You would know this, Cheryl. You have one right there. Is any of this a game changer? Probably not. What did they say? That it's 50% upgrade, the watch, from the Series 1. So everyone out there with the Series 1, sorry, but this is a much better watch. But it's going to cost you $369. But there's some interesting features on it. As you say, GPS, it's got an ability to scribble, which you can actually write on it. You can get, there's an emergency signal on there that calls 911. So if you're running and it isn't going well, you have an ability... which is, you can push the button and it will call 911 for you.
Okay, really quick, I know we have to go, but let me just say, this is the Garmin. This has GPS, everybody. This it monitors my breathing, my blood pressure, everything. I mean, not blood pressure, my heart rate. All of this, this was $200, a little over $200 bucks. I'm just pointing it out there, that there are other watches out there that are doing all the things that Apple's now coming up with.
Yeah.
And I have to leave it there. Just as my opinion. Robert, Ashley, guys, thank you very much.